What's up, y'all? Welcome back. So, I decided to make another episode about FTX. This kid, Sam Bankman Fried, is like really connected to the government. It just seems too perfect how this is all going down, and it works towards the government's favor. So, I was looking at some stuff and I was like, oh, full connections. Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, please hit subscribe on this channel. We talk about the inconvenient truth that's happening around the globe and domestically that affects you. Okay. If you have subscribed to this channel, please hit the like button. Thank you for always for watching and helping me with this algorithm. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. So when I was looking, Mark Moss has been like, he's pretty good at breaking the situation down. And I was watching him again and he was just basically talking about like, where did this kid come from and how was it so easy for him to just come up with this whole like conglomerate? You know what I mean? And that's the same way I feel too. I'm like, because me and you can't do it. We can't just, even if we did have a few friends buying and selling something, it's like, it's not going to go so big where this guy was, quote, bailing out different cryptocurrency chains, right? Okay. So, all right, this is his dad, Joseph Bankman. And his dad is a leading scholar in the field of tax law. Joseph Bankman is the author of two widely used casebooks on the subject. Okay, so the field of tax law, right? His writings on tax policy cover topics such as progressivity, consumption tax, and the role of tax in the structure of Silicon Valley startups. He has gained wide attention for his work on how the government might control the use of tax shelters and has testified before Congress and other legislative bodies on tax compliance problems posed by the cash economy. So basically what I just explained to you is somebody who goes to the government and says, hey, this is how when we deal in a cash economy, we're not able to catch people not paying their taxes. Like if I have a really good cookie making company and I sell cookies on the side, right? But then I sell cookies on the side and the government doesn't know that I'm selling cookies on the side, right? So then I keep my earnings, right? But he's saying that's a problem because, I'm not paying taxes on those cookies that I'm selling on the side, right? We talked about this before. Go back and look at that FedNow video, CBDC. This is why they want government digital banking. They do because now you can't have your side hustle. And some of us need a side hustle. And this is Mommy Dearest, Barbara Fried. And apparently these two came together and then they like hyphenated their names or whatever. I don't know. Barbara H. Fried, scholarly interests lie at the intersection of law, economics, and philosophy. She has written extensively on questions of distributive justice in the areas of tax policy, property theory, and political theory. Okay. So again, you hear this distributive justice, tax policies. These people want to make sure you're paying your taxes. I fill in the holes, I fill in the spaces with my own thought, and I let you know that that's what I'm doing. But when I'm connecting the dots, for me, what it's drawing out to me is people who want to cancel the dollar, right, and get us all online. Okay, there's another connection I want to show you. Okay, and this is stuff that's true. It's like, a lot of this stuff we have to go to Twitter for it because CNN's not talking about it. CNN definitely not going to talk about it. Donald Trump just said he's running for president. I'm pretty sure they're busy with, all kinds of Trump stuff. Anyway, CNN's not talking about it. I don't think Fox is talking about it. I don't watch corporate media anymore. I really don't. I watch Fox Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. But after that, I don't, but I don't think this is being talked about anywhere as far as on the television, right? So this is why Twitter is still, to me, a thing that is kind of important because you get the real news from Twitter. I'm sitting on a lot of these spaces, these crypto spaces, and I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn as I go. And I'm getting so much information from people who like whistleblowers and like, people who understand what's going on, can explain it very well. And this space, Twitter is still used for when it comes to news, you get the best news on Twitter. You do. All right. So, did you know Alameda CEO Caroline Capital's dad, Glenn Ellison, is a department head of economics at MIT? And prior to getting appointed to the SEC, Gary Gensler was a professor for the practice of global economics. and management at MIT. And by the way, Sam went to MIT too. Okay. Fortune magazine tells you that SEC Chair Gary Gensler in a corner as Congress seeks answers over FTX mess. You don't have to worry. Well, I will say Congress is going to be taken over by Republicans, but I'm not sure that that's going to mean anything because anybody whose establishment has their hands in this situation. All right. The Biden administration took our tax dollars, sent it to Ukraine to help fight democracy and their borders in Ukraine. Then Ukraine put money in FTX. And then, FTX was the second largest donor to the Democratic Party, but I'm pretty sure there's some establishment rhinos who got their hands in that money too. So this is Fortune Crypto. The implosion of FTX has become the financial scandal of the decade, and the U.S. lawmakers are already demanding to know who's to blame. They themselves. Come on now. On Tuesday, the Senate Banking Committee grilled members of the Fed, other financial agencies about how FTX could have torched billions of customer and investor funds without anybody noticing. The hearing produced some finger pointing and calls for new laws to regulate crypto. And that's the thing. I want y'all to know that this is what this is about, is new laws to regulate crypto. All of this crisis is part of a simulation for new laws to regulate crypto. Okay. Wow. So this guy, he's in a corner. One of the Washington insiders who plugged into this crypto scene told me, I guess whoever's doing this article, saying Congress will be keen to grill Gensler over why his agency missed a massive fraud that took place right under its nose. Why only a month before FTX imploded, he was instead engaged in a highly theatrical enforcement against Kim Kardashian over a minor token sale from 2021. That's true. They did get Kim Kardashian about a token that she was promoting, and I think she was very cooperative with them or whatever and did what she had to do. But that's what people do. It's like, I got to pretend like I'm doing my job, right? But again, all of this, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So what it all boils down to, all right? This kid, so you have somebody working at the SEC. Now, somebody working at the SEC, basically, let's connect. I mean, for me, I'm connecting the dots. I was working with this kid. So maybe this kid is not in the CIA, but let me tell you something. He's not as smart as he looks. Now, he may be smart, but a lot of this stuff, he was trained how to put it together. His headquarters is in the Bahamas. There's not much, I think, that America's going to be able to do about this. The setup for this is in the Bahamas. I wonder why, but they said that Bahamas is investigating. Okay, so there's that. This kid apparently bailed out a bunch of different crypto firms. And then now that he's going down, they're going down with him. And apparently there's only like one crypto firm that's like left that's fighting. And it's called Tether. And that's the only one that's unregulated that's fighting. But then they're gonna fill back crypto with a bunch of regulated crypto. This is what happens. The government came in and sent in an infiltrate, caused the crisis, and then pulled out. And everybody made some money too along the way. And that's just basically what it is at the end of the day. The more I find out, the more I'll share. It is absolutely disgusting and it is frustrating. It is, because the American people, the taxpayers, boy, we get robbed left and right. But like I said, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll still keep up with this story and still see what else we're coming up with. All right, bye.